Hi there, I want to talk to you on the subject of getting a great job, a job that you love, that you're excited about, that you enjoy getting up in the morning rather than one that's drudgery to get up to, or a job that you really expand on. You develop more skills, more abilities, more ability to produce what you want, service other people, get along with people. I spent 40 years assisting clients to be able to pull this off. Have had phenomenal success with it, providing they actually apply the workable know-how, which I'm going to share with you here. In the tradition of Toastmasters, let me tell you what I'm going to tell you, and then tell you that I told you. In other words, let's do a brief summary to start off with. One of the basic and most fundamental things when you're looking for a job you want is to follow the things that excite you, follow the things that interest you. If a subject interests you, learn more about it. If it excites you, learn more about it. Check it out on the internet. If possible, meet with people who are in that industry that excites you. Go to conventions that are on that particular subject, or meetings that are on that particular subject, and network. Okay, that's one of the first things. Follow your excitement, because it's one of the prime indicators of our correct direction at any given point. Even if the excitement is to go down to a corner store for some reason that you can't figure out, go. Because it will tend to lead you to your meeting people or making some kind of connection that will go in the direction you want to go. So in other words, you have a clear idea in your mind. You want to stop and breathe and have the clear idea, I'm going to get a job that I enjoy, I'm going to get a job that benefits me. And that's actually really important, really valuable to do that each time, to get a real crystal clear idea that you're going to get the job you want. Then the other thing is to counter any mental activity that says you're not going to be able to get the job that you want, that you're going to have to just get a job that enables you to survive. In other words, you want to clear out all of that mental activity that is counter to you having a job that you really enjoy. And how the heck do you do that? Well, as the thought comes up, you notice it, you admire it, you accept it as a thought or a belief that you created, and you would retire it. You admire it and retire it. Admire the idea, I'm not going to be able to really get the job that I want. You know, that comes up as a mental thought, mental belief. Admire it. Whoa, I did a great job of creating the idea that I can't get the job that I want. Now, maybe it came from society, maybe it came from somebody else, but the concept is to own it as yours, as if you are creating that thought, you're creating that reality, and then simply retire it. How do you retire it? You go, okay, that's done. You go, done. I hear that, I'm not going to create that anymore. And you go, okay, now once again, you form the mental viewpoint, the mental idea, the mental thought, the mental feeling. Feeling has a lot to do with, I'm going to get the job I want. I'm going to get a job that benefits me. I'm going to get a job that excites me. Maybe that thought will come up again. No, you're really not. What are you, kidding yourself? You know, that kind of thing. That comes up again. You want to take it, own it, admire it, retire it. Or just let it flow right through you. Get the idea of that idea flowing through your head, out off the planet, out into the stars, out into the firmament, and sucked up by a black hole. You know, in other words, it's gone, right? And you keep putting the idea back, supporting the idea, supporting the belief you're going to get the job you want. Okay, those are the mental things. Now, when you go to interview for a job, the fundamental concept is that you want to end up interviewing the other person. What you want to do is you want to find out what their ideal employee is. What do they need? What do they want? What would that employee look like? And you want to start out by saying, let me make something really clear. And you want to say that really, real clear. Let me make something really clear. I don't want a job unless I can do it really well. I can do it to your satisfaction. I can do it to the satisfaction of the people that are employing me. I really feel that way. Of course, I only want to do a job also that I enjoy doing. But what I have to do is I have to find out exactly what you need and want. Not only just what the duties of the job are, but what how you want this employee to be. How you want them to interact with the other employees, what you want them to produce, what your ideal employee looks like. Okay, and I want to make that crystal clear. I don't want to do a job unless I can really provide exactly what you need and want, also that I enjoy it, and I'm getting benefit out of it also, those two things. So if it's okay with you, I'm going to ask you a number of questions regarding, how you want the employee to be, what your ideal employee is. And then you follow through by asking very specific one question after the other. Tell me one of the duties that this person would have and what you would expect them to produce, what you expect them to deliver, what is needed, what is wanted. And you go back and forth over that. And several times you reiterate, okay, I want to make sure that I can do the job that it is that you want to be done. Now that's very logical. That's very, I don't know whether it's right brain or left brain. What's the male brain? Somebody tell me.
The left brain.
The left brain, the analytical, okay. That's my great friend Paul over there who's doing the video. Also feeds me in when I need a little data here, right? But the idea is people hire people because of emotion. So if you come at it from a totally logical, I'm going to find out what's needed and wanted, yes, you'll get the data, and yes, you'll make some progress. But what's really going to impact them on the emotion is the emotion. So you want to come at them with some excitement. Look, I really want to do a great job, right? I really want to know that I can do this job, and then I want to determine whether I choose to do it and whether you choose to have me. So, you want to get some of that motion, excitement. You don't want to be dry about it. So before you do that, you kind of want to shake yourself out, maybe even mentally connect to some emotion. Remember things that excited you, places that you went, movies that you saw that were kind of neat and excitement, so you can kind of feel that excitement and that emotion bubbling up in you. Books that you read, people that you admired, characters that you admire, subjects that you feel really passionate about. The evil of the IRS. We're going to get that emotion going. Or the evil of the government. In other words, you're emotional about it. You're articulate. You're moving. Then you survey that person. And you continue to do that. And then you ask them, do you feel that I could do a good job? How do you feel about it after I asked you these questions? Do you feel I would be able to fulfill what it is that you want? If you have any thoughts that I can't or any thoughts about that, please tell them to me. Please be right up front with me because I want to address those. Even if I don't end up with a job, I want to know what my communication produced in you, what you thought of me, and what that was. So, in other words, you're continuing to ferret out how that person feels about you, when I call up people, I'm saying, Happy New Year, how was your day? I'll go to waitresses and I'll say, welcome to our table, great to have you here. In other words, there's a very aliveness, and you want to be real genuine, by the way. You want to have, you don't want this to be, you really do want to do a great job. If you don't want to do a great job, forget about it. Forget about it. Find one that does excite you, where you would like, oh man, I'd like to be a helicopter pilot, and learn how to fly a helicopter, or I'd like to be, develop my skills in the film industry, or I would like to be connected to some exciting project that's developing new software, because you want to find that excitement. So that's pretty much a summary of what it is to get the job that you want. One, you got to decide you're going to get it. I'm going to actually get a job, right? And whatever mental barriers come up that or counter ideas, counter thoughts, you want to admire them, retire them, or just have them flow off out into space and into that black hole. And so that you can actually feel not just intellectual. Feel, ooh, I'm going to get the job that I want. And if you can't feel it, fake it. Fake it till you make it. You know, get your body moving, articulate. Yeah, I'm going to get that job, right? And all of the bullshit, you know, if anything can go wrong, Murphy's Law, shit happens, all of that crap can come through your mind, and you want to flow that off into the black hole, get rid of it. And take it as an opportunity. Because even if a counter belief comes up, a belief that says you're not, it's coming up to give you the opportunity to get rid of the counter belief, to change it, to admire it and retire it or send it in that black hole. So one, the clean decision. I'm going to get a job I enjoy. I'm going to get a job that I benefit from. I'm going to get work that I enjoy. I'm going to get work that I benefit from. And then clearing out any of the crap that tends to counter that. Right? Then you're going out and actually following your excitement on the internet. What a wonderful tool. You know, look into the subjects that interest and excite you. Go to any meetings that they have. You know, you can even go there and say, you know, I'd like to talk to somebody about, you know, this particular industry. I like this. This kind of things excites me. I want to find out if there's any opportunities in the area. I'd like to talk with somebody. You know, the more you can meet, the more you can network. And even when you're networking, ask them, you know, what's your favorite employees? What do they look like? Who do you enjoy working with? And by the way, that's also, I didn't say that, but that's an exciting thing, to invite the person to say, who do you really enjoy working with? Because that puts their attention on things they enjoy and the characteristics that they enjoy. Why do you like working with that person? What's it about them that you enjoy? See, again, their attention's going to the positive rather than the negative, which it often tends to go to like other people. So that's the basic idea, right? You decide, you clear out the things that are in the way, you interview the person, you network and find people that are in the area that interests and excites you, and you interview them. You're always asking them questions about what they enjoy, and that's where the emotion can come in. You know, what movies do you enjoy? What kind of things do you enjoy at work? You know, are you into sports? Are you into this? Very much along the line of what do they enjoy, because that connects them to their emotion. That connects them to their excitement when you do that. And don't be shy. Go for it. Question, answer, acknowledgement. You know, what was one of your favorite movies? Okay, then you acknowledge them. Gotcha. And what excited you about it? What did you enjoy about it? Have them answer, acknowledge them. Very powerful, because a lot of people don't get listened to. And if you actively listen and actively acknowledge, actively let them know that you heard and understood what they said, they become your ally. And that emotion comes into the equation. So brief summary again, follow your interest, follow your excitement, find people that are in the area of your interest and excitement, talk to them, ask them the things that they enjoy, both in life and on the job, right? And when you go to interviews, find out what they need, what they want, what the characteristics of the employee that they want are. And if you do this, and you practice it, and it doesn't matter how well you do or how well you don't do, just do it and practice. The more you do it, the better you will get at it. I'll end off with that story I've told many times. Victor Borge. It was in New York. A woman was looking for Carnegie Hall. She stopped him, didn't know who he was, didn't know he was a famous concert pianist and humorist, and asked him, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? And he replied, practice, practice, practice. Same thing. Practice interviewing people, practice being excited and emotional about it, and you'll end up with a job you love and you will benefit from. Thank you very much.